Well, it's official. Queers ain't welcome in Mississippi. Wait, they were before? I'm just kidding, I'm not an idiot. I know they weren't. So this week, the governor of Mississippi, Phil Bryant... Wait, Phil Bryant who? Is Bryant okay with being filled? Mr. Bryant passed into law this week the Protecting Freedom of Conscience from Government Discrimination Act. You may know this better as the Religious Freedoms Act. And you may know it even better as the We Don't Want No Faggots in Our Establishment Act. You see, the reason this has been so controversial is that this bill could be used to discriminate against people, which is a pretty valid concern. Bryant has said that the bill only prevents government from interfering with people of faith who are exercising their religious beliefs in matters of marriage, and says that this wouldn't allow a business to discriminate against gay customers anytime they want, only when it has to do with something related to marriage. It wouldn't let a restaurant say, "Oh, you and your boyfriend want to eat here, do you? Well, we don't serve your kind." However, it would allow them to say, "Oh, you and your boyfriend are getting hitched and you want to have the wedding reception here in my restaurant? Well, get the fuck out before God smites me for allowing you heathens in my place of business to begin with." So when Governor Bryant said on a talk radio show that it would not allow discrimination of anyone, that's completely a lie. By legally giving a business, like, say, a hotel, the right to tell gay people they are not allowed to utilize their banquet hall for a wedding because they're gay, that's the exact definition of the word discrimination. The prejudicial treatment of different categories of people or things, especially on the grounds of race, age, or sex. And it doesn't technically stop at gay people. I mean, as we know, all religious texts have been misinterpreted in all sorts of ways over time, and anyone can pretty much state whatever the fuck they want about their religion. I'm sure there's some sect of Christianity or Catholicism, especially in the South, that believes interracial marriage is a sin too, who can probably cite some Bible verse to back this up. So, this means a baker could say, "That perfectly good white woman is getting married to a colored fella? Huh, well, we ain't making him a cake, and we don't have to now because the government said we didn't." Yeah, but Buckley, if you force religious people to do things they don't want to do, like service a gay wedding, then you're discriminating against them. I mean, yeah, sure, technically it's discriminatory to not let religious people be religious. But there's gotta be a place where that ends. I mean, if a skinhead kills a gay person, it's not discriminatory to put them in jail because they were just practicing their religion, something protected by the First Amendment. Especially since almost every religion says something about not killing people. And adding an asterisk to that part in order to suit your own bigotry isn't religious freedom. But you know what? You got me. I don't have a proper defense for that. The Constitution is very clear. You can't interfere with religious freedoms. And I don't see a constitutional amendment that says gay people have the right to buy cakes and rent honeymoon suites from whoever they want. So I'll tell you what, I'm all for this law. I'm especially all for it because I love the idea of a company just saying, "We're fucking idiots who don't like money," and being upfront about their bigotry. Put a big sign in the window that says, "We support the Religious Freedoms Act," so everyone knows that you won't rent your place out for a gay wedding reception. You won't cater a lesbian doe and doe. You won't join two men in unholy matrimony. I mean, you'd have to be the dumbest motherfucker on the planet to ever actually exercise this rule. You run a business. Who cares whose money you're taking? You think God cares? That fucker's got way more important shit to deal with. Plus, you've probably committed so many other real sins. All those TV shows you torrent kinda breaks commandment numero 8. You opened your racist business on a Sunday? Commandment number 4 has something to say about that. And I know you think some of the shit your neighbor has is really cool. That's commandment 10 busted. But none of the commandments say, "Thou shalt not serve roast beef to a man who would wed thy fellow man." So I say don't fight it. I can't wait for businesses to actually refuse service to a same-sex couple, and then see the Yelp reviews pile up, and all the posts on their Facebook pages warning people what kind of establishment it is. It's your right as a business owner to refuse service to people, and it's the right of consumers to never use your service because they disagree with how you run your business. It's not just going to be the small percentage of LGBT people who aren't ever going to frequent your establishment, but all the straight people that don't want to deal with bigots either. Mississippi is a pretty conservative state. There might be plenty of the religious right who will fill the gap with their big, thick wallets. But remember that only 55% voted Republican in the last election, 56% in the 2008 election, and 59% in the 2004 election. And not all of those people are super religious and against gay marriage either. The tide is a-turnin'. There's lots of liberals there too, and they generally aren't huge fans of this type of discrimination. And they're not shy about just boycotting a place. If you're a small or independent business owner and you go fucking bankrupt because you start getting picky about who you will and won't sell shit to, you have only yourself to blame. And if you hate gay people so much, why wouldn't you want to take their money? Bake them a big gay cake and send them a big straight bill. Or lose your business and end up making $8 an hour whipping up cakes at the local chain grocery store. And when Adam and Steve come in to order something on a budget and you have to make it because Winn-Dixie don't give a fuck who they sell a cake to, let me know how that new Religious Freedoms Act worked out for you.